Hey guys, how's it going? It's Orit here. In this video, I want to show you how to create your own Instagram story video ad, which is something I've been doing a lot of because I've been using Instagram story ads to run traffic to my Spotify in particular. You might be doing it to your Instagram, to grow your YouTube following, whatever the case might be, or Apple Music. I have been running Instagram story ads to grow my Spotify following. It's been awesome, and I picked up a lot of knowledge along the way. So if you're new to this channel, by the way, I create all kinds of videos sharing what I'm learning on my music marketing journey. So if that's helpful to you, please stick around and subscribe. To start off with, let me show you a couple examples of what we're going to create together. So this right here is an Instagram story ad I put together for one of my singles called Masterpiece. So this is a lyric video that I actually already released on this YouTube channel previously, and I took part of that lyric video, which uses, you can see, high quality stock footage here for the Masterpiece song. And that's all it was, the entire video, with the name of the song, with the call to action to swipe up, and also the logo to help to let them realize that they can, the swipe up action is to listen to it on Spotify. So that's one example. I also have a live performance music video of my song called Cleopatra. So you'll notice this is a different style. It's a live performance video. It's got the hook in it. It's got something interesting in the beginning there where I'm being lifted up. Make sure whatever piece that you choose, because you only have 15 seconds for this Instagram story ad, so 15 seconds or less, make sure those first 3 seconds are eye-catching, they're engaging, maybe it's an interesting part in the song, or it's something cool that's visually happening in the video. Those first 3 seconds are really going to matter whether or not someone just keeps scrolling on their phone away from your ad, or if they actually engage and swipe up and take that call to action to listen to more of your music. So you can use live performance videos, you can use high polished music videos, you can use a video where you're just basically something raw, strumming your guitar, singing in front of the camera. It doesn't have to be a polished music video, so just keep that in mind. Let's go into the video editing software now. So I'm using Camtasia, but and I'll put a link to Camtasia in the description below if you want to check that out. I've been using the software for years to edit all of my videos for the YouTube channel and for, for promotion all around. It's been awesome, super user friendly. You might be using something simple like iMovie Maker, or you might be using something crazier like Final Cut Pro. Whatever it is, first you want to look for the project settings or the canvas settings where you can change the dimensions of your canvas. So Instagram story ads they're vertical, right? And the dimensions that you want to change the canvas to is 1080 by 1920 pixels. So for me, it's under File, and I can see project settings over here. The canvas dimensions I want to change to custom, and I'm going to change this to, it's basically a flip of the 1920 by 1080. So you're going to put 1080 by 1920, and frame rate's good at 30, apply, and you see here that you've changed the canvas. So that's the first thing you need to do in your video editing software. Next is to bring in your video. So you do already need to have your music video, whatever that might be, on your computer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add import media here. I'm going to go to videos and just let's just use this Cleopatra thing again, my Cleopatra music video. You're going to import your video and then place it onto the canvas or the timeline. So when it first comes on, it's going to fix the video already in the dimensions of this canvas. But you want to blow it up as much as possible. It's okay. I've seen some musicians run ads like this where they just kind of leave the music video like you see it here, really small, and then the call to action at the top. You can do that. It's just a better experience on Instagram when it fills up as much of that space as possible. Like you saw with the masterpiece, like with this one, it fills up the entire thing. It just looks better. It feels better. So for this one, what I did was actually extended it. You got to click on the video and then extend it out as much as possible. I extended it to about there, so you can play around with this, and it again depends on the video, because if there's important stuff happening on either side, you of course can't extend it out that much, right? Because you'll be missing what's happening here. But luckily I was kind of staying in the center for most of this, so it kind of works out that way. Except for that part. But again, we're just choosing 15 seconds. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through your music video and choose what you think might be a good 15-second clip to use. Let's just say I'm going to cut from there. And let's go 15 seconds later. So we want to go from here to making it 15 seconds. So I just I'm playing with the zoom in, zoom out feature so I can get closer and see what's happening here. I'm basically going to go from here and then choose, well, let's put the green part here, and then I'm going to choose this piece over here so that I'm scrolling until 15 seconds, which is right about there. So this is something that I'm doing in Camtasia. Yours might be a little bit different. You might need to move the entire cursor and literally count up to 15 seconds in order to place your cursor there and then cut it. So this is a cool feature of Camtasia that I'm using. So let's just say that's the 15-second clip I want. So I cut it around 2:41, and I'm gonna cut 15 seconds ahead, so that'll be 2:56. So let's move to 2:56. Let's just say about there. And then I'm gonna click on the split button and then select these two pieces on the either side of this selected clip and delete that. There are shortcuts to doing this a much faster way, but I'm just showing you the really simple step-by-step way, as you might not have some of these shortcuts in your video editing software. So let's just use that. So I got my 15-second clip now, and I'm going to zoom out here, use a magnifying glass to zoom out, bring it right to the front of the track, and okay, so let's just play that. Okay, cool. So make sure it looks good. Everything is that you want to have in the video is in the center there. And then the two pieces, or actually three pieces that are important here, is you want to have the logo of where you're going to be taking them. Maybe you're taking them, when you're running your ad, you're taking them to your YouTube channel, have the YouTube logo there. Or if you want them to, maybe it's your website actually, you might not have a logo, that's fine. Whatever it is, make sure the call to action is clear. So with me taking people to Spotify, which is why I'm running these ads, I'm going to have a Spotify logo here. I'm going to have a swipe up action here and then the name of my song, because I'm taking them to my Spotify profile. So if you have more songs on your Spotify profile, more than one song, and you're featuring one song here, they're not going to know what song that is when they land on your profile. So you need to have the name of the song so that when they land on it, they'll be able to see the name of the song and then click on that right away to start streaming it. So you need to bring in a logo. I usually just I'll go to Google and I'll type in Spotify logo PNG, and I'll go to images. And I'll find something like this that I want to download. Looks good, and I'll right click, save image as, and I'll just save it on my desktop so that when I come back in here and then add media again with the plus sign, I'm going to go to desktop and then find, oh, it's right there. All right, and I'm gonna slide it onto the canvas and just modify the size like this. All right, and then we're gonna add some text nows for the swipe up action. So for me, I need to click on annotations here in Camtasia and then click on this right here, which is the text box. Double click, and then I'll just type in swipe up. I'm going to add the name of the song in a separate text box because what I want to do is add a little bit of an effect. You might have noticed it here. Just has a tiny bit of animation movement to capture attention in terms of what the song name is. You could also switch it around and have the swipe up action be more animated. I haven't tested that actually. And then the song name as static. So play around with it. That's why I'm keeping them on separate text boxes here. So this one, I want to make it bold. That's the most important. I want you to swipe up. And then again, let's add another one here, clicking and dragging. Cleopatra. And then let's just adjust that even more. I'll make it smaller so it looks better. Like so. Okay, cool. And you can sit here spending a ton of time styling it and everything. I just want to show you the basics so that you could get your first creative ready to go and start testing it. Don't try to perfect. This is a lesson I'm going to share with you here, guys. Don't try to perfect your very first video ad because you just need some sort of basis to go on. When you start running that ad, the data is going to tell you what to do next. Like, you know, whether you need to make certain changes or play around with certain things. Just get your first video creative out. That's the most important. So don't spend too much time on this. Now, next I want to click on behaviors. And, you know, in Camtasia, they have a ton of behaviors that you can use in terms of animating the text. So I'm going to just maybe try this one, see what it looks like. Okay, so it's pretty much only animated on the incoming of the text. If I want something to continue being animated, let's see. Let's try this, pulsating. Let's see what that looks like. Whoops, so that's right. So we want to increase here so I can show you what's happening. So the text, the logo, and all of this is only being shown for part way of the clip. You saw how it went away, right? So we need to extend this for the duration of the entire clip. So each of these pieces, the Cleopatra text, the swipe up, the logo, they're all on separate tracks here in the video. So now let's see what this looks like. Cool. That's pretty comparable to what I had before, so that's good. And then it's gonna end. Cool. So this right here is actually 14 seconds, but yours, make sure it's 15 seconds. Even if it doesn't end on a perfect part in the song, that's totally cool. That might even be even more enticing for them to go and swipe up and listen to the song properly. So just the part that you do want to focus on though is make sure the first 3 seconds is captivating, whatever you think is captivating, and get this all edited, get this out. The last step here is to just render the video and you're done. So in Camtasia, you got to click on Share, Local File, and I'm going to leave it on Custom Production Settings because that's the dimensions that I chose. And then we're going to click Next. I'm going to do it as an MP4, Next again. And then all of these, you know, you don't need to worry about these. There are very detailed settings in terms of rendering a video. So I'm just going to go Next, Next, Next. And then here's the part where I just choose my folder. Actually, this folder is fine. Just going to name it test, and then we're going to render it. I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so let's see it finished rendering. You can see here it's in the location that we saved it in. Let's see what it looks like. Cool. So there you go. You have your first video ad creative. I would probably bring this down a little bit just so that it's more closer and it's more centered there. So there you have it, guys. You can quickly and easily create your own Instagram story ad just like that. Make sure you check out some of the other videos that I have on this channel. I have videos on different programs that I've been learning a lot from in terms of running ad campaigns to market your music. I have videos on how to set up an ad campaign using ToneDen, and I also have another interview video actually from someone from ToneDen. Her name is Corinne Poorman, and she's an expert on music promotion and running ads to promote your music. So definitely check that out. I'll link to them in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, guys, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more good stuff coming your way. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.